My child, I need you to be still for a moment and listen with all your heart. This is not an ordinary message. It is a divine appointment that I have orchestrated just for you. You did not find your way here by accident or through a random click. I have been gently guiding you, pulling at the edges of your spirit, creating a sense of anticipation within you because I have something of eternal importance to share. This is a moment where heaven leans in close to earth, and I am speaking directly to you. I speak with a sense of urgency because there are pivotal times in a person's life when a single word can change everything. This is one of those times for you. A sound is being released from my throne, a sound that carries my love, my truth, and my power, and it is meant for your soul alone. I have watched you, my precious child. I have seen every step you have taken, every silent sigh, and every effort you have made to remain standing. I have felt the unspoken weight on your heart, that deep ache that you cannot find the words to describe. I have seen you navigate days that felt overwhelmingly long, carrying questions that no one in the world could answer for you. And through every single one of those moments, I was right there with you. My presence has been a constant shield around you, even when you could not feel it. And now, my voice is reaching into the deepest, most hidden parts of your being. This word is not meant to be taken lightly. It is not a casual thought or a fleeting inspiration. It carries the very pulse of heaven's compassion and the unshakable strength of divine truth. I am speaking because my love for you is too great to allow me to remain silent any longer. I am speaking because a significant shift is happening in your life, and I refuse to let you miss it. Every single delay you have endured, every tear you have cried, every sleepless night you have faced has been a step leading you to this divine encounter. The heavens have been waiting for you to be ready to hear what I am about to say. You may not have realized it, but I have been preparing you for this very moment for a long time. Every time your heart ached with a deep longing for something more, every time you felt the profound emptiness of what the world offers, every time you whispered in the quiet, "God, please speak to me," I heard you. And now I am answering. This is my response to your cries. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not just another face lost in the vast crowd of humanity. You are my child, and this message is specifically and personally for you. Do not let your thoughts begin to wander. Do not allow doubt to creep in and disrupt this sacred exchange. Heaven has paused and waited for your full attention, and now that I have it, I will speak life into your spirit. I will speak hope into your exhaustion, clarity into your confusion, and a deep, abiding peace into your unrest. I will speak to you as the one who knows you completely, who sees every single moment of your past, a present and future as clearly as the sun illuminates the open ocean. You are here because I drew you close. You are hearing this because I love you with an everlasting love. And I am telling you now, with all the tenderness of a loving father and all the authority of the eternal King, this is your moment. Do not treat it lightly. Allow every word to sink deep into the soil of your soul, for these words come from the same breath that spoke the stars into existence. My heart burns with a passionate desire for you to understand that this message carries divine purpose, transformative power, and an unbreakable promise. So listen, my beloved, as if heaven itself were leaning down to whisper directly into your ear, because it is. I have waited for this conversation. The angels have stood in silent anticipation. The winds have hushed their blowing. Creation itself holds its breath as I speak to you. This is a holy and sacred moment. Do not rush through it. Feel the weight of my love pressing gently but firmly against your heart. I could not find rest until you heard this truth, because my love for you is relentless, and my desire for you to walk in the fullness of your destiny cannot be delayed for another day. You are not here by accident. You are here because heaven itself willed it to be. My beloved child, the Spirit of the living God has placed this message in my heart with such a fire, with such an undeniable urgency, that I could not remain still until I delivered it to you. I have carried these words for you, waiting for the precise moment when your heart would be ready, when your spirit would be quiet enough to truly hear. This is that moment. The very breath of heaven has pressed this message deep into my being, and it burns with a holy combination of love, warning, and promise. You must understand that this is not just a message, it is a revelation. It is meant to awaken your soul from its slumber, to open your eyes to what has been happening all around you and deep within you. For while you have been walking through what you thought were ordinary, mundane days, both heaven and hell have been watching you with intense focus. Great and unseen battles have been waged over your destiny. You have felt it, haven't you? That unseen tension in your spirit, that profound exhaustion that no amount of sleep can seem to fix, that heavy feeling that descends upon you seemingly from nowhere. Those are not random feelings, my child. They are the echoes of a spiritual war that is being fought for your purpose, for your peace, and for your faith. The enemy has been whispering lies to you, telling you that you are weak, that you are forgotten, and that you are too broken to ever be used by me. He has tried to bury you under a mountain of confusion, fear, and endless distractions, hoping that you would never rise into the fullness of who I created you to be. But I have come today to tell you with absolute certainty, he has failed. I have come to remind you that you belong to me, and what is mine cannot be stolen. There are angels surrounding you at this very moment. As you hear these words, know that they have stood guard over you in times when you were not even aware of the danger you were in. There were spiritual attacks aimed at you that never reached their target because I personally blocked them. There were traps laid for your downfall that were dismantled and destroyed long before your feet ever stepped near them. You have often wondered why you felt so much resistance, why certain seasons of your life felt like one battle after another. It was because your destiny carries immense weight in my kingdom. You are not a background character in my story. You are destined to be a brilliant light, and the enemy is terrified of what will happen when that light shines at its full brightness. He fought with all his might to keep you from arriving at this very moment, because he knows that if you truly hear and receive what I am saying, if you awaken to the profound truth of who you are and what I have spoken over your life, his hold on you will be broken forever. Listen, my child, heaven is actively intervening on your behalf. The spiritual tides are turning. The season is shifting. The battles that once felt overwhelming and surrounded you are now being overturned by my sovereign command. You have been standing on shaky, uncertain ground for far too long, but I am now planting your feet firmly upon the rock of my truth, where you cannot be moved. Where there has been confusion, I am bringing divine clarity. Where there has been paralyzing fear, I am filling you with holy courage. Where there has been devastating loss, I am preparing to restore to you tenfold. The enemy worked hard to convince you that it was too late, that too much had been broken, and that too much time had been lost. But I say to you now, it is never too late with me. I am the Redeemer of time. I can accomplish in a single moment what would take the world years to do. I can rebuild in a single breath what the enemy spent years trying to tear down and destroy. This is a turning point for you. You are standing at a divine intersection, a crossroads between what was and what is about to be. The things that have held you back for so long are now breaking apart under the force of my power. Chains that you have carried for years, chains of fear, shame, disappointment, and crippling doubt are falling away from you. Even now, as you read this, I am releasing you from the grip of your past. I am freeing you from the mistakes that have haunted your thoughts, and from the condemning voices that told you that you would never be enough. I am the author of your story. What was intended by the enemy for your harm, I will now use for my glory. What was once a deep wound will become a powerful testimony. What was once a valley of despair will become a launching pad for a blaze of victory. I have seen your valiant struggle to keep believing in me when everything around you seemed to contradict my promises. I have seen the long nights you lay awake, wondering if I still saw you, if I still had a plan for your life. My child, I was there with you in those nights. I heard every tear-filled question, and I kept whispering to your spirit, hold on. I never stopped working on your behalf, even when you couldn't see any evidence of it. My silence was not absence. It was strategy. I was meticulously aligning things in the unseen realm so that when this moment come up, this exact moment, you would be fully prepared to receive the abundance of what I have in store for you. The Spirit of the living God has watched over your entire journey. He has been shaping you through every trial, teaching you through every pain, and protecting you through every storm. You thought the wilderness was a punishment, but it was actually your preparation. You thought my silence was abandonment, but it was for your positioning. You thought the delay was a denial, but it was for your development. Everything you have walked through has been leading you to this profound moment of revelation. I am now removing the scales from your eyes so that you can see clearly that heaven has been working in your favor all along. Wake up, my beloved. Awaken from the slumber of fear, from the haze of endless distractions, from the fog of hopelessness. There is so much more for you than what you have settled for. The Spirit of God is stirring your heart right now because there are divine assignments that only you can fulfill. There are lives that will only be touched through your obedience. There are breakthroughs that will only be released through your faith. You have been called not because you are perfect, but because you are chosen. And the time has come for you to rise up and step into the destiny that has been waiting for you all along. Do not look at your own perceived weaknesses and say, Lord, I am not ready. I have already equipped you for everything I am calling you to do. Everything you need is already within you because I am within you. You have doubted your own strength because you have been measuring it against what you can see and do on your own. But your true strength comes from what is unseen. The very same Spirit that raised me from the dead is alive and active in you. The same power that parted the Red Sea and calmed the raging storms dwells within your spirit. You are not ordinary, my child. You are my vessel, my messenger, my reflection on this earth. And the enemy has feared this day, the day you would finally realize that truth. Heaven is leaning in close to you now. The very air around you is thick and heavy with my presence. You can feel it, can't you? That stirring in your heart, that warmth on your skin, that sudden and profound quiet in your thoughts. That is me. I am near. I am touching your spirit with my light. I am awakening spiritual gifts that have been lying dormant within you. I am reigniting dreams that you buried long ago. You thought they had died, but they were only sleeping, waiting for the moment when your faith would breathe life into them again. That moment is now. Listen carefully to every word, my beloved, because this message carries specific instructions for your future. Do not let anything distract you. Do not let doubt cause you to question this encounter. The enemy will try to steal these words from your memory. He will try to convince you that what you are feeling is just emotion, not a genuine encounter with me. But what you are feeling is real. This is the movement of heaven. This is the voice of the living God reaching out to restore what has been broken, to realign what has been lost, and to reignite what has grown dim. You are not alone in this battle. You never have been. The armies of heaven have been fighting for you, waging battles you could not see and securing victories you did not even know were being won on your behalf. Every prayer you have whispered, no matter how weak, has strengthened that angelic fight. Every tear you have shed has watered the ground of your breakthrough. Every small act of faith, especially when you felt weak and discouraged, has been a powerful weapon in the hands of your angels. You thought you were standing still, but in truth, you were advancing step by step through every test and trial. The time for hiding is over. The time for shrinking back in fear is done. The Spirit of the living God is calling you to stand up, to speak out, and to move forward with holy boldness. This is not the season for fear. This is the season for fire. The breath of heaven is stirring the embers of your spirit into a blazing flame, and you are a vital part of that fire. You will carry my light into places that have been dark for a long time. You will speak words that bring life to the weary and hope to the hopeless. You will walk on paths that others were too afraid to take. You will rise, not because of your own strength, but because of mine flowing through you. So hear me again, my beloved. This is your turning point. Heaven has waited for you to hear these words. The Spirit has waited to release this revelation into your life. You are now stepping out of the old and into the new. The battles that once surrounded you will not destroy you. They will reveal the strength that has been hidden within you all along. The darkness that once terrified you will now tremble at the sight of your light. The storms that once shook you to your core will now bow to the authority of your faith. I am with you, I am for you, and I will not let you fall. Let these words sink deep into your soul. They are not mere sentences. They are living fire, carrying the power to transform you from the inside out. Let them burn away your fear, your doubt, and your shame. Let them fill you with the unshakable certainty that heaven has chosen you for such a time as this. The Spirit of the living God placed this word in my heart because your destiny could no longer wait. The turning point has arrived. Heaven is intervening on your behalf. And I tell you now, the best is not behind you. It is right in front of you. This is your moment, my beloved. Awaken and stand. Listen, for heaven is speaking, and this message is the sound of your breakthrough, written in eternal love. My beloved child, I know how weary your heart has been. I know that on some nights you lay awake, staring into the darkness, wondering if anyone in this world truly understands the deep ache you carry. You have mastered the art of smiling when the world is watching, of speaking words of strength even when your own soul is trembling, of hiding your pain behind words of faith that sometimes feel like faint whispers against a howling wind. But I see beneath every layer you have carefully constructed. I see the trembling that lies beneath your courage. I see the sadness that hides behind your laughter. I see the profound longing for connection behind every "I'm fine" you utter. Nothing about you is hidden from me. I have watched you hold yourself together when every fiber of your being wanted to fall apart. I have listened to your silent prayers, the ones so broken and fragmented that they could not be formed into words. And I tell you now, my precious one, none of it has gone unseen. I saw every single tear that fell, and I did not turn away. I caught each one as it lifted your eyes, and I have held them as priceless treasures. Your tears are not signs of weakness to me. They are the sacred language of your heart, and I understand them perfectly. When you felt you could no longer stand on your own, I was the one holding you up. When you felt you could no longer pray, I interceded for you. When you felt you could no longer see any light, I personally kept the flame of hope burning in the darkness for you. Even in those moments when you felt completely abandoned and utterly alone, you were never alone. I have walked beside you through every single valley, through every terrifying storm, through every night that felt like it would never end. You thought I was silent, but I was there, whispering peace over your soul, patiently waiting for the moment when your spirit would be able to feel my nearness again. You have been carrying fear for a very long time. Fear of failing, fear of being forgotten, fear that your best days are already behind you. That fear has whispered insidious lies into your mind, convincing you that the world has moved on without you and that I have stopped listening to your prayers. But I have never stopped listening. Every fear that has gripped your heart has been seen by me. I know the anxious thoughts that you never speak aloud, the crippling doubts that visit you in the quiet, lonely hours of the night. You ask yourself, what if I'm not enough? What if I've missed my chance? What if God has changed his mind about me? My child, listen to me very closely. Nothing you have ever done has erased or altered the plans I have for you. You cannot fall too far, wander too long, or break too deeply for my restorative power to reach you. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are still chosen, still called, and still loved beyond all human measure. Loneliness has also been your constant companion, hasn't it? You have walked among crowds of people and still felt completely unseen. You have spoken words that were never truly heard, given love that was not returned, and offered pieces of your heart only to be met with deafening silence. That kind of loneliness cuts deep, and I know its sting intimately. I felt it too in the Garden of Gethsemane, when my closest friends could not stay awake to pray with me for even an hour. I felt it on the cross when those I came to save turned away. You are not the only one who has felt the deep ache of being unseen. I share that pain with you. But hear me now. Loneliness will not be your ending. I have seen your isolation, and I am filling those empty, hollow places with my divine presence. You may not always have the human company you desire, but you will never lack the love you need, for my love will never leave you. In my perfect timing, I will surround you with people who reflect my heart. But until then, let my spirit be enough for you. Discouragement has tried to weigh you down like a heavy, water-logged cloak. You have pressed forward, believing for better days, only to see doors slam shut and plans fall apart. You have prayed and waited, and then prayed and waited again. And sometimes, you have felt that the waiting itself has become another kind of pain. You have wondered if perhaps you are doing something wrong, if perhaps you are unworthy of the answers you seek. But no, my beloved, your struggles are not a punishment. They are part of a process. Discouragement has been the fertile soil where your faith has been growing, unseen beneath the surface. When you thought you were standing still, I was deepening your roots. Every unanswered prayer has been shaping your endurance, strengthening your trust, and refining your hope. What felt like a delay was actually divine preparation. The path I am leading you on is not meant to harm you, but to prepare you for the very things you have asked me for. And guilt, my child, I know the crushing weight of it. I see the way you replay moments over and over in your mind, wishing you had spoken differently, acted differently, believed more, or feared less. You punish yourself with a constant stream of if-onlys. If only you had been stronger. If only you had chosen better. If only you had seen what was coming. But I want you to hear this with the absolute clarity of heaven itself. I am not holding your past against you. I have already forgiven you. The mistakes you keep remembering are completely covered by my boundless mercy. The shame you keep revisiting has been washed away by my blood. You keep reopening wounds that I have already healed. Let it go. You are not defined by what you did, but by what I have done for you. You are free, beloved, truly and completely free. Let my grace do its full work. Let it sink into the deepest corners of your heart where guilt has built its fortress. I also know your exhaustion, the kind that is deeper than physical tiredness. You have carried burdens for so long that you have forgotten what it feels like to truly rest. You wake up weary and go to bed the same way, carrying the weight of worries that were never meant for your shoulders to bear. You try to be strong for everyone else, but inside, you are longing for just a moment of peace, a place where you can set it all down. I am that place. Lay your burdens here at my feet. You do not have to keep pretending that you are fine. You do not have to keep carrying this immense weight all by yourself. I have seen the toll it has taken on you, and I am inviting you to release it all to me. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world. I carried it for you. Rest now in me and let my presence restore what life has drained from you. You have asked me why I allowed some of the pain you have walked through. You have looked at seasons of profound loss and thought, Lord, where were you? My beloved, I was there in every single moment, even when you could not feel me. The pain did not come from me, but I have never wasted a single bit of it. Pain has been your teacher, your purifier, and your guide towards spiritual growth. It has carved out new spaces in your heart for deeper compassion. It has taught you to listen more intently, to love more honestly, and to see others with the eyes of grace. It has stripped away your false, self-reliant strength so that my true strength could rise up within you. What you thought would break you has actually been shaping you. I have used all of it to prepare you for what is coming. The cracks you see in your heart are not evidence of your failure. They are the very places where my light is now shining through. Nothing in your story has been wasted. Every sorrow has had a purpose. Every heartbreak has had a meaning. Every moment you thought you were breaking apart, I was building something new and beautiful inside of you. I know that sounds hard to believe when the wounds are still fresh, but in time, you will look back and see how every single step, even the painful ones, brought you closer to me. Pain has prepared you for transformation. It has softened your heart so you can hear my voice more clearly. It has humbled your spirit so you can depend on my strength more fully. It has drawn your eyes upward to me when all else failed you. You are not who you once were. You are being made new. So, my beloved, do not despise your scars. They are proof that you have survived what was meant to destroy you. They are powerful reminders that my grace carried you through what you thought you could not endure. I will use those very scars to bring healing and hope to others. Your pain will not end in despair. It will become a well of compassion, a source of wisdom, and a living testimony of my goodness. I am near to the brokenhearted, and that means I am near to you. I have been near all along. The same hands that formed the stars have been holding you in your weakest moments. The same voice that calmed the raging sea has been whispering peace over your inner chaos. The same heart that bled for all of humanity beats with an overwhelming love for you right now. Take a deep breath, my child. You are safe. You are loved. You are seen. The pain that once defined you will soon refine you. The tears that once felt endless will soon be wiped away. The darkness that once surrounded you will soon be flooded with my glorious light. You are not abandoned. You are becoming. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being transformed into something more beautiful than you can imagine. And when you emerge from this season, you will carry a strength that cannot be shaken, a peace that cannot be stolen, and a faith that cannot be moved. This is what I have been doing in your pain, beloved. I have been turning ashes into beauty, weakness into strength, and mourning into joy. I have been preparing you for a glorious transformation. And I promise you, the story that began in tears will not end that way. The same God who watched you cry will be the one who makes you smile again. My beloved child, listen closely now, for what I am about to say carries the weight of heaven's instruction. I am speaking not to condemn you, but to lead you into absolute freedom. You have walked through pain, through waiting, and through the silence that has tested your faith to its limits. Now, you stand at the threshold of what I have prepared for you. But there are things that must be released before you can step fully into the new season I have for you. There are burdens you are still carrying, doubt, sin, and bitterness, that cling to you like shadows, and I am calling you now to let them go. These things cannot travel with you into what I am about to do. They will only slow you down, weaken your spirit, and close doors that were meant to swing wide open for you. Doubt has been your quiet, unwelcome companion, whispering lies into your ear every time you try to believe me. You have prayed and then immediately wondered if your prayers even matter. You have looked at the circumstances of your life and thought, maybe I imagined his promises. Maybe he changed his mind. My child, I have not changed my mind. My word has not failed. My promises are as sure today as they were the moment I first spoke them. But doubt clouds your spiritual vision. It makes you forget all the times I have already proven myself faithful. It blinds you to what I am doing in the unseen realm even now. When you choose to doubt, you give power to fear, and fear will grow until it completely drowns your faith. I am asking you now to release it. Hand over every single thought that tells you I cannot, I won't, or I have forgotten you. You must make a conscious decision to trust me again, even when you cannot see what lies ahead. I am trustworthy. My hands have never dropped you, and they will not start now. Sin, too, must be laid down. I speak to you gently but truthfully because I love you too deeply to let you remain bound by things that destroy you. There are habits that have stolen your peace. There are words you have spoken that have wounded others. There are thoughts you have entertained that have polluted your heart. There are choices you have made that have drawn you away from me. You know exactly what I am speaking of, for my spirit has been gently whispering to you about them. You have felt the conviction, that gentle tug in your conscience, that inner restlessness that will not leave you. Do not ignore that stirring. It is my love calling you to a higher, freer way of living. I am not pointing out your sin to shame you, but to free you. Every chain I reveal is a chain I am ready to break. Every dark place I uncover is a place I am ready to fill with my light. But I cannot heal what you insist on keeping hidden. I cannot cleanse what you refuse to surrender. Bring it all to me. Lay it down at my feet. Confess it honestly, and I will wash it away completely. My mercy is far stronger than your failure, and my grace is infinitely greater than your guilt. Bitterness, my beloved, is another heavy weight that you must release. I know you have been hurt. I know there are people who have betrayed you, disappointed you, used you, and spoken against you. I saw every cutting word, every painful wound, every moment you tried to forgive but found you couldn't. But bitterness is a slow-acting poison, and it will destroy your peace if you allow it to stay. It hardens the heart and blinds the eyes to joy. You think you are protecting yourself by holding on to it, but in truth, it is holding on to you. I am calling you to forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. Let forgiveness be the key that unlocks your heart again. I will heal what they broke. I will repay what they took. I will turn what they meant for your harm into something that ultimately blesses you. Release them into my hands, and you will feel the heavy chains of resentment fall away. You must understand, my beloved, that obedience is the bridge that connects my promises to their fulfillment. Many people pray for open doors but remain unwilling to move when I give the call. They delay, they question, they hesitate. And in that hesitation, the divine opportunity fades. I do not say this to frighten you, but to awaken you. Your moments are set within my divine timing, and they cannot be postponed indefinitely. When I say go, it is because the way is open. When I say wait, it is because the road ahead is not yet ready for you. When I say let go, it is because what you are clinging to cannot sustain you where you are going. Trust that my instructions are not meant to control you, but to protect you. Every single act of obedience brings you one step closer to your breakthrough. Every step you take in faith releases more of heaven's power into your life. Do not delay your obedience. Delay can close doors that were meant to lead you forward into your destiny. When I ask you to forgive, do it quickly. When I ask you to speak, speak boldly. When I ask you to step away from something that no longer aligns with your calling, do not linger in hesitation. I have seen the internal battles you fight between what feels safe and what I am asking of you. You tell yourself that you will obey when it feels easier, when you understand more, when the timing feels more convenient. But faith is not built on complete understanding. It is built on trust. When Peter stepped out of the boat onto the water, he did not know the physics of how the water would hold him. He simply trusted my voice. I am asking the same of you. Your obedience now will unlock blessings later that you cannot yet see. Stay in prayer, my beloved. Prayer is not a religious ritual, it is your spiritual lifeline. It is the steady rhythm that keeps your heart aligned and in sync with mine. When you stop praying, you stop hearing my voice clearly. When you stop hearing, you begin to drift. And when you drift, you inevitably begin to rely on your own limited strength, which can never sustain you. I long for our conversations, the quiet moments when you come to me with an open heart and honest words. Do not worry about saying the right things. I already know what you need before you even speak it. Just come, pour out your heart to me. Let my peace fill the space where anxiety once ruled. The more you pray, the clearer my voice will become to you. Walk away from darkness, my child. The world is full of voices that promise comfort but lead only to a deeper emptiness. Do not be drawn in by the glitter of sin or the temporary relief of compromise. The things that numb your pain will eventually steal your joy. The people who tempt you to stray from my path will not be the ones to walk with you into the abundant life I have prepared for you. Do not be afraid to walk alone for a season if necessary. You are never truly alone. I am with you, even in the moments when your obedience feels lonely. My light is infinitely greater than any darkness. The moment you turn away from what harms you, I will flood your path with my clarity. Trust that every no I give you is protecting a greater yes that is still to come. Rebuke worldly influences, pray deeply, walk boldly, and awaken completely. This is the path to true peace. Obedience is not a burden, it is a blessing. It aligns you with heaven's rhythm. It opens doors that no man can shut. It clears the fog of confusion and releases the favor that has been waiting for you. My commands are not meant to steal your freedom, but to secure it. Every instruction I give is wrapped in my love, specifically designed to lead you away from pain and into your divine purpose. I know that obedience is not always easy. I know how heavy the pull of your past can feel and how loud the world's voices can grow. But remember, I do not ask you to obey in your own strength. My spirit who lives within you is your helper, your guide, and your power. You will find that when you take just one step toward obedience, I will take 10 steps toward you. The moment you choose my way, I will release the grace you need to walk it out. You do not have to be perfect. You only have to be willing. This is how you move into your next season, through complete surrender. Not by striving harder, not by meticulously planning every outcome, but by releasing your grip on control and trusting me fully. You cannot carry doubt, sin, and bitterness into the new things I have for you. Leave them behind. You cannot hold on to your old habits and expect new blessings to flow into your life. Let go. I am asking for your total surrender, not because I want to take from you, but because I want to give to you. My hands are full of blessings, but they can only fill hands that are open to receive. My beloved, hear this profound truth. Obedience will unlock what prayer alone could not. You have prayed for doors to open, and now I am showing you the key. That key is your obedience. When you act upon what I have spoken to you, heaven moves on your behalf. When you walk in the direction I point, miracles will follow. The delay you have experienced was not because I refused to answer, but because I was waiting for your full-hearted yes. Give me your yes now. Not a hesitant, half-hearted yes, but a wholehearted all-in-one. And then watch how quickly things begin to shift in your favor. I correct you because I love you. I instruct you because I see what you cannot yet see. There are incredible blessings waiting for you on the other side of your obedience. A peace that will quiet your soul, a strength that will surprise you, and a joy that will overflow. Do not resist my leading. Do not fear my correction. It is my kindness that calls you higher, my love that refuses to let you settle for anything less than what I have destined for you.